All right, Pisces, so let's get into it. This is going to be your August 2023 tarot reading. So anyone with prominent Pisces placements in your birth chart, thank you so much for being here. Hope everyone is doing well. Just want to say thank you to anyone and everyone who has supported the channel. I recently hit a milestone of 100 subscribers, and I'm a fairly new channel, so this is a huge deal for me. And I just want to say thank you and how much I appreciate all of the engagement and interaction with the subscribers, the people who like the videos, the comments that I've received. It really, really means so much to me. So thank you so much for that. As always, if you gain any perspective or insight from today's reading that I'm doing for you, please hit the little thumbs up button, like the video. I would really appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you there. All right, so let's get into it and open up the channel, open up the messages. Let's receive messages for the Pisces group that I am reading for today. As I was meditating in your energy, I saw and heard there's a gray area. So within that gray area, there was a silhouette of a person trying to form itself. So it was like a gray person or something like that. You couldn't see the details of the person, but it was a silhouette within the gray area. So I don't know what that means. Obviously, with gray area, there is no certainty. There's a lack of clarity. There is a need for truth. There is a lack of the both sides of the spectrum, right? Like, where's the dark and where's the light at? Where's the black and where's the white at? Because right now it's just gray, right? So there's I'm also feeling for, like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like, what does the light mean? What does the dark mean? You need meaning on both sides of the spectrum. You need to understand what it means. There's meaning, a lack of meaning. I don't know what that means for you. So there's only gray. Okay, like if I try to go and lighten up this gray, I can't. If I try to darken the gray, I can't. There's something preventing the meaning from coming through. And it could be like the image of the silhouette of the person that was gray trying to come through the gray wall. It's like I can't break through the gray. I can't, right? So I don't have meaning. I'm trying to find meaning. There's no clarity, something like that. So, super intense, Pisces. I'm sure there's a reason why you came in last. I don't pick the outcome of like who's going next. It's all random. So, you came in as the last sign that I'm doing for August. So, we'll see why that is. Today is the 6th. So I'm a little late in your reading, and I do apologize about that. But for a reason, you're meant to hear it now. All right, let's get into it and see what the personal energy is for the group of Pisces that I'm reading for today, please. We're looking for meaning in August. We're looking to get out of the gray area. 5 of Swords. Exactly. 5 of Swords is when we are in our heads and we are projecting, because we're not really in tune with like where these behaviors are coming from. There may be a little bit of like toxicity that you're exuding, and I'm saying you because I'm looking into your personal energy. You can reverse the roles as needed, but it does feel like there's a little bit of toxicity that you are projecting this month, and there's a need to understand why. You are in your head, Pisces. There's transformation involved here. There's a death rebirth involved with you in August. Usually with the swords, these two cards, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, there's fear with the 9 of Swords here, okay? There's shame, there's guilt, There is regret. All of this is mental. It's not physical. It doesn't seem as though at this time there's like an actual threat in your 3D world. You are in your head for the most part this month. And you really need to, if you want, of course, if you want to get out of this phase, you really need to take stock and identify where these thoughts, where these fears are coming from. You are acting out and projecting a little bit of toxicity. There's some low-level negative type of behavior happening here with the Five of Swords. When you're in the Five of Swords energy, it's like people are out for themselves. I know it doesn't seem that way in this depiction, in this deck. But the original, like what the Five of Swords means, right? It is our toxic projections that are coming out. And they're coming out because you have fear, shame, doubt, regret, all of that stuff. And so death is coming through to help you identify why you're acting the way you're acting, why you're fearful, and there's a need to transform these lower level negative dark vibrations that you are exuding, especially in your thought process, and really work at it, really transmute it. It's like I need to go in and see into the depths of my psyche. It's not even, I don't feel that this is a soul thing. I feel this is psychological more than anything. And obviously the psyche, our thoughts affect our emotions. I get it. But if you're not feeling good emotionally, it's coming from your psychological place. It's coming from your thoughts. And you need to go in and sort of transmute the dark into the light. There's also a need to do this through nature in some way. You'll find solace, you'll find peace in nature. You're going to be able to be more comfortable transmuting and transforming through nature in some way. But either way, there is a need to find the light in the dark. There's some coldness. You feel cold. You feel alone. Maybe you are wanting to express that you are lonely, that you feel that you're going through this by yourself. It's like the only friends you have are, and I'm sure you have friends like in the 3D, but I'm talking about like your support system, like your perception of like your only friends are the thoughts in your head. Like those are the thoughts in your head are like sort of symbolically the people that you are close to, and they take so much space. You have developed and formed all of your thoughts. It's like maybe there's different voices for some of you that you may be hearing, but they've turned into characters. They've turned into personalities. I don't think it's necessarily like you expressing yourself with it, like in different ways. I'm saying your self-talk. Your self-talk has formed into different categories, different personalities. Maybe each voice has its own tone or something like that. And it's gotten so like out of hand, basically. It is really, really out of hand. There is your, if you do any meditation work, right, and you connect with these different personalities as it relates to your self-talk, and you sort of like go deeper, like you connect with one, put it aside, connect with another, put it aside, connect, right, like in a meditation hypnosis type of way. And you don't have to like go to a hypnotist, but if you try, you can do this. Eventually you're going to get to yourself, who you are. If you just sort of declutter all of these dark ones, you're going to get to the real, the authentic part of you, the soul, however that looks. You're looking at this, See these birds? These are all the different personalities that I'm speaking about as it relates to your self-talk. But there's this white, clear one. And it's sort of a silhouette. This is sort of how it looked in my vision. It wasn't like you couldn't touch it. It like if you tried, you would go through it in a way. But this is the bird in the picture that you want to get to. You want to get away from all of the dark and find the light, as I was saying. Going to the depths of the psyche, turning the dark and into the light, right? So there's something about this here that you need to work on. It's not easy, I understand. It takes conscious effort to do this type of work. It doesn't come overnight, but you may be ruining, sabotaging a situation, a part of your life, different parts of your life, because you have not been able to get a hold of yourself. And if you are not aware of this, or you're not actively working on it, you just feel it's going to express itself in you feeling anxiety, depression, maybe a little bit of like bipolar, like the highs and the lows I'm getting. I'm not saying that you are. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a physician, not a therapist, like nothing. I'm just getting the highs and the lows of the energy level, highs and lows of like manic and what's the opposite of manic? I don't know what the opposite of manic is. Anyway, something like that. So it's coming out in that way because you're not really actively, consciously working on it, that you are sabotaging certain areas of your life due to this, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done within the psyche. There's something that you're scared of. What is it? I think I said this, like the feeling of being alone. I get that. I've already said that. Some of you feel lonely, you're alone. All you have are these different thoughts. That's like the closest thing you have to a relationship or like friendship or something like that. Again, I'm not saying that you are in lack of people in your life. I'm saying that your people probably are not as close to you where you can express yourself in this way. So there's a lot of self-talk. I can't pick up on it. I cannot pick up on it. You are just in your own world by yourself. It feels like you're in this cold, cold place alone with these freaking birds. It's just like you want them to get out of your head. You want them to get away from you. And there is an element of prayer. There's an element of spirit coming through at some point, because it's like your eyes are closed. You don't even have a face here. His head is down, his eyes are closed. Her head is down, she's covering her eyes. They think that these birds are here. They think that they're real, right? But they can't see them with their own eyes. This is not real. This is a mental thing. You are not, there's no threat. You are okay. You need to step out of this. You need to kill it with this death. You need to kill it. Like that's I don't know. If anybody can do that, I would recommend that. Like there has to be like a switch, like enough with just lingering in this place forever. Right? It might be so bad that it's your comfort zone. It's your familiar place already. But it's not doing you any good, and you know it's not doing you any good. And there's this element of I can't get out, like this is who I am, and blah blah blah. That's bullshit. You have a choice. All you need to do is make it. You have a choice to open your eyes. You have a choice to lift your head. You have a choice. It's a mental thing. That's the power of the mind. And some of you may be like, you don't understand, whatever. Like, I can't think of any of like, how can I say? Like, I can't think of how you would not be able to do that. I feel strongly that some of you are using this as a crutch. Because you're scared to come out of it. You're scared of your possibility. You're scared of your power. You're scared of what could happen if you come out of this. If you let this go once and for all. And you use it to your advantage. For not making traction in your life. For not making movement in your life. It's a handicap. I'm sorry if I'm coming off strong here. But you want to make a change, make the change. What is in the environment for the Pisces, please? I don't know if whoever I'm reading for, I don't know if you've ever really experienced yourself in your own power. I don't know if you know what that feels like. And you have the opportunity to. Dang, is this card coming out for everyone? The Chariot. In your environment, there's an opportunity for you to go down another path, for you to do it a different way, for you to just be like, enough with how I cope. The coping mechanisms that you have had your whole life, enough. There's a different way. It doesn't have to be that way. You can make the change. You can go down a different path. Yep, change. Wheel of Fortune. There's opportunity here, Pisces, and if you don't do this work, you're going to F it up. I can say that with this Wheel of Fortune here. In your environment, there's like beautiful, amazing life to be had, to be seen, to experience. And you're here with your head down. You have the sun. The sun with the freaking Wheel of Fortune. Like, I don't know how much you know about tarot, but you're so lucky this month. You have to do something about this luck coming through. There's like right place, right time. You know, take the risk, like push yourself out of your comfort zone, go into the light. There is opportunity there for you. Like, I feel this so strong in my body right now. You stay with your head down, you stay in the dark, you stay in the gray area. You're not going to experience this and you're not going to see this. This is going to pass you up with the Chariot. There's an element of timing with this Chariot and in your reading. It's like you need to catch the bus. You need to catch the train. This for you, I'm feeling like this is already going. This is already happening. And if you don't catch it, you're going to miss it. And this is it's going to change your life. It's going to bring more blessing, more opportunity, joy, happiness, vitality, health. This is like you are celebrating, you are receiving. I don't know if anybody is like, I don't know, like how can I say, what is it? Absorbing the light, absorbing good energy, absorbing blessings, like literally manifest. You can literally go out and sit in the sun and like envision and manifest like it blessing you, right? There's something about the light coming through blessing, but you're in the dark. So you got to open your eyes if you're taking this reading seriously. There is so much opportunity for you in the external world outside of your head. These voices that you hear are not real. They're not your friend. This is like, I don't know, you've been here for so long that you've created personalities out of these voices. Like, that's not normal. I don't care how much of a Pisces you are. You're still living on Earth. Okay, I understand you're always going to be connected and you're always going to be behind the veil, but this is not behind the veil. This is psychological stuff. This is not spiritual stuff. You are confusing this type of thinking and living and being. If you're confusing that with actual spirituality and actual connection with the divine, with source, with other dimensions, with the 4D and the 5D and all of that, those are two different things. That is absolutely not the same thing. Don't confuse that. These voices that you hear is not spirit. Okay? This is childhood trauma, I'm sure. Trauma for sure. And coping mechanisms and deep-seated, deep-rooted behaviors. But you are more than that. You are a human being. You are a spiritual being. There is so much like potential that you have for yourself, for your life. With the death rebirth, if you can get through that shit, you will taste and you will sit and you'll sit in and you will feel your power. And like I said, I don't think many of you, whoever I'm reading for, have ever really felt your power. The death rebirth process comes with power. All right, we're going to go into the 12 card spread, break down the month between beginning, middle, and end, and get more details. All right, so we're starting off the month with the Page of Wands. So you are inspired. There's something new here. Something has caught your eye, a new project, a new creative idea. This is like waking you up. That's how I feel about this. It's waking you up. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. There's that cold feeling. Two of Pentacles. This 5 of Swords that you're in here, I feel like you're stuck somewhere. You've been stuck in the cold. You're stuck. You can't. You have not found your way out. You've never had the tools. You've never had the know-how. It's been so long that you probably gave up trying to get out of this lonely place. But like in my vision and my feeling and how I'm intuiting it, it's like you are in this realm all by yourself and you're stuck. Somehow you landed there at some point throughout your life and you have not been able to come out. No one has been able to find you. You stopped trying to come out a long time ago. You've created a familiarity with it. In order for you to come out, you need to go back to the time that you got there, whatever that means. In order for you to come out of this place that you've been stuck in for so long, spiritually and energetically, in your mind even, in a meditation type of environment, you need to go back to the day, the moment that you realize that you were there. How did you get there? There's something about the memories that are playing a key role here. You're in a loop. I'm also feeling you loop memories over and over and over and over again. You play these things out over again. So death, rebirth, it's a shadow work, right? First, like it could come in a form of shadow work. Yes, you're supposed to replay the memory. You're supposed to go back to the trauma, the moment of the trauma. But you're not supposed to stay there. You stayed there. The moment of the trauma, you've been there since then. You never came out of it. You're supposed to go back and face it and accept it. Like, look at it, face it, talk to it, and accept that that happened. Whatever the trauma was, it happened. It just is, right? It wasn't your fault. It probably had to do with your caregivers in some way who just had their own level of trauma. They didn't know better. It was nobody's fault. It happened. It has nothing to do with your self-worth. It has nothing to do with your capacity to be loved. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're important or not, you know, or valued or not, or seen, right? Like, it has nothing to do with the fact that nobody showed up to save you. Like, none of it. So you realize that, and you're supposed to let it go. You're supposed to let it dissipate and disappear. You're supposed to come back out. You're not supposed to stay there. And for whoever I'm reading for, you loop this over and over and over again with the Six of Cups, right? It's playing out the memories over and over and over again. And which is, you're not doing the work. You're just there. You have to try to get out of it. You go back to the moment of trauma, you face it, you accept it, you forgive it, you come out of it. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Hanged Man, which is your card here. You are back and forth on something. You're juggling two things here. Two very equally important parts of your life. You don't want to drop the ball. You are also weighing out options and doing like a little pros and cons list, or like what's practical, what is good for me. Excuse me. You're trying to hold things up. You're trying to keep yourself together as best as you can while you're going through this sadness and this depression. But I don't know what you're excited about. You're excited about something, even though you're a little depressed here. It's like you're juggling the excitement and the depression. I'm trying to do both. You're juggling happiness and depression. Trying to be happy and depressed. Sorry, it's not funny. Gotta pick one, Pisces. Can't have both. You drive yourself crazy. You're already driving yourself crazy. And there's so much happiness and positivity and blessings and joy and love and, you know, opportunity. You can catch this ride and end up at the end of August in a whole other place. And get out. Like, this bus is coming. The universe is coming in with the Wheel of Fortune, the sun, all of these blessings fucking galore. And it's here. You just have to grab onto it, right? Like, take the opportunity. Get out of there. I'm gonna go into the cards. I just want to get all of them out too. You have the Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords at the end of the month. By middle of the month, there's options here. What is the option? There's also a stopping point, or a need for you to reflect and sort of see something from a different perspective, or change your mind. I'm hearing change your mind about something. Maybe changing your mind about something. Here's the Death card. So you have the Death twice. There is the transformation. The transformative quality is going to be inevitable for you this month. It's going to happen one way or another. All right. So we determined you're excited about something. You're stuck in a loop in your sadness. You're trying to juggle the excitement and the sadness both at the same time. There's feelings, there's deep feelings for something here as well. It could be something that you feel like you lost. You lost something that you loved dearly. There's also two parts of life, like I said earlier, that you're juggling and trying not to drop the ball on. Here, the middle of the month, there's like too many options, it seems like. It seems like there's a lot of options and a lot of different ways for you to go. And it's just like, I don't know which one I like. It's more so that I don't know which one I like. I don't know which one to pick. But there's a stop, there's a halt in something. And you are trying to like see these options from a different perspective so you can pick the right one. You have to connect, have some faith, let nature take its course here, not force anything with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man doesn't take action. The Hanged Man doesn't force anything. The Hanged Man only reflects. The Hanged Man only perceives. The Hanged Man is still and is just observing. And allowing, like I said, there's allowing nature to take its course, but there's also a major element to having faith. There's some communication coming through as well the middle of the week. If you are in need of something or need some assistance, that may come through. If somebody needs your assistance, they may come and ask you for help in some way. There's communication that is back and forth, that is reciprocal here between two people. Two people showing their value, their respect. I don't know, like I feel like getting to know one another. This could be a little romantic just because of the flowers and the roses that I'm feeling here. You're also intensely observing somebody or something. Again, with that Hanged Man, there's like this silent stop part of the month where you're just watching. You are watching how someone shows up for you. You're watching what they bring to the table. It could be just observing the different options. There could be different people. And you're observing them and their value that they bring to your life. And what that looks like, how that plays out from a practical perspective with both of these materials here. There's at least two options, two people, two things, two parts of life, two something. Yeah, two. Ace of Cups, Ace of Voices. So there's truth coming through about a depth of emotion here for you this at the end of the month. And this is going to lead to a vision. So like we're talking about like life vision. So when you think about what you want your life to look like, right, what is that? That is the the 10 of Pentacles. That's what this card indicates. But it's also a sense of stability, security, family, strong foundation, money. Something about this is going to be transformed. It's going to change. So your foundation that you currently have, and I don't want to scare anyone. It doesn't have to be like this worst case scenario. I know that there's probably fear about it already. But the change is happening. There's a transformation regarding your lifestyle, your like something that you have created for yourself. And there is truth coming in about that, but with love in some way. So if there is a change in your lifestyle, in your money, in your family, in your foundation, security, stability, all of these things, there's truth coming through about it. There's a need, there's a transformation about it, but somehow behind it is a push of love, is a push of emotion, a new love, a new emotion here with the Ace of Cups. All right, so let's see what this is all about. Start off with the beginning with the Page of Wands. What is this new thing that you are inspired for? Hopefully you're inspired to get out of this and to take the options, the opportunity here, the blessings. Ace of Wands, please, for the Pisces. What else? Jeez. Some of you are in a relationship that is causing all of this. And you have an opportunity to end it, to break the commitment, to break the bond, because of the Three of Swords here. It's like this would normally be a really shitty situation. This would be heartbreak. This would be an end to a marriage, an end to a relationship, an end to a commitment, even an end of a job, or an end of like something that is really sturdy, an end to a belief system, your morals, your ethics, your inner compass, like has been stabbed. Something has hit you straight at the heart. Why are you inspired about it though? Like, did this loss create an inspiration? Maybe this loss created you, like inspired you in some way. What else for the Five of Cups, Six of Cups? Definitely you're going through a loss at the beginning of the month though. You're getting out of your head, or has put you in your head. There's conversation that is like messing with your head in some way. What else? Wheel of Fortune again. Sorry, my eyes are burning. Ooh. Okay, so there's an opportunity. You're communicating this opportunity with somebody from the past with the Six of Cups here. Here's the wheel 2 times. So this situation has to do with this here. And there's an opportunity to be single. Something about your independence. The Nine of Cups comes with singlehood. Like if you were in a commitment, which the Hierophant does speak to commitment, there's loss, there's heartbreak, but you're inspired. And you're taking this loss as an opportunity to be single, to be independent. And you're doing it fast. There's a fast quality here. Like whatever this is, it's like, it feels like it's one day to the next. It's like all of the sudden. And it goes back to this Chariot. Like this Chariot's going and you're trying to catch the ride. And so at the beginning of the month, it's like, shit, like I know this is coming. This is an opportunity that I can take. You know, I need to leave this situation. I need to, you know, like, even though it hurts, even though it has me in my head, like I know that this is an opportunity for me to break away. And so you were weighing the options of doing something on your own, leaving a relationship, leaving a job, being single, whatever the case is. And you need to do it quick before this Chariot passes you by. The Chariot's been coming out, like I said, in many readings. And I talk about it being the card of the Cancer. Cancer rules the Chariot with the fact that it is a destined on course. The Cancer is the cardinal water element. So this sign, this energy of the Cancer is always on a path. It's always moving. It's the river, the raging river that is going one direction. And there's also a destined quality here. You know, this person has control of their destiny. The charioteer, charioteer is in control. The chariot, right, has control of the destiny, their own destiny. So it's like if the charioteer has control of their destiny, you know that the chariot's coming. It's like wild horses without a charioteer. I'm getting, right? Like there's no person controlling the horses here. And so you see the wagon with the horses coming, and you know that there's no control. No one is taking control. This is your opportunity to hop on and take the reins. What is the Seven of Cups? Which equates to, at the same time, you're leaving something. You're leaving an established foundation, a relationship, something that is going to result in a loss. You don't know what these options are. You don't know where you're going to go with it. You're just going. You're praying, you're having faith, and you're hoping with all of your soul, all of your might, that, you know, this is the right thing to do. Because you were in contemplation here and here. It's like, for some of you, it's like you cannot make a decision. Like you're too much in your head, that it's so cloudy and, again, gray, that you cannot like really see clearly. And so if you pick something or whatever, it's going to be like, I don't know everything about this thing. I'm not making a clear, logical choice because it's so gray. I'm so in my mind. There's like all of these like heartbreak and feeling trapped, and like, but I have to make a choice super quick. If not, I'm going to miss out on it. And there's depression and sadness. So like there's so much going on within your mental place and your emotional place. But yet at the same time, there's so much opportunity for you to take, and blessings, and you know that you have like so many options, but you're so clouded that you cannot make a decision. You cannot trust yourself to stand with conviction as it relates to like whatever it is that you choose to do. So you're just like hoping and praying and taking a leap and like hoping that it turns out okay. There's definite mystery, definite uncertainty with the moon here. And the star coming through with this fantasy-like quality of like wishing upon a star, wishing that, you know, it turns out right. You're playing with life, Pisces. You're playing with your life. Because you cannot get out of your head, because you cannot heal some of these things, you go about your life like with no real hold on it, with no real control of it. And maybe that has worked for you up until now, something like that. But wouldn't you want to like control where you're going? Wouldn't you want to have a say-so? Wouldn't you want to like know everything about the option that you're going to pick? Something comes through at the middle that relates to this loss. The middle of the month, something happens, and you're like going back to reflect and take a second look or perceive the beginning of the month a little bit differently, as far as like what it is that you lost, that you let go, or let go of you. This is also like a bittersweet effect. I don't know, you feel like you're forced to take a leap. I don't know. Like you're forced to start something new. You don't want to. You're sad about something that you didn't get, something like that. Maybe something wasn't how you thought it was going to turn out, because you were wishing and hoping that this thing that was uncertain turned out well. What is this? So remember I was talking about you being really observant, and taking a really close look at someone or something. This is so good. I'm really confused with your reading, Pisces. I'm really confused. Because, like, on one side, it feels like you really want something. But on the other hand, it's going to cause you to be depressed and experience loss. I don't know. You're looking for truth to come through with this person, these two people, or whatever options. I was feeling like there's more than one, but like you're looking for truth to come in about them. It's like you are depending on other people and your environment or your surroundings to like take control for you, or to I don't know, what am I feeling? It was like, I am not going to make a decision. I'm going to let somebody else make the decision. I am not going to ask for truth. I'm going to let somebody else offer the truth, right? Like there's a passive approach here. Like you are at the whim of other people, or you are at the whim of circumstance. Like you're not, like I was mentioning, you're not taking the reins. You're not in control of the decisions and the path and the direction and the choices and stuff like that that you're making. At least not with whatever this situation is. But truth comes through at some point. You see something about someone or something, whatever this is that you're observing really intensely. And truth comes out about that mid-month. What are these aces? The Magician. By the end of the month, you're trying to manifest new love and you're trying to manifest new love and truth. You're trying to manifest the truth of love. Ace of Cups to clarify the Ace of Cups. You have the Ace of Swords here twice. But something is not easy. This love is not easy. This truth is not easy. There's a passive-aggressive approach here that I'm feeling overall. Because whatever it is that you're working on, you're allowing outside forces to like run its course or do whatever. But by the end of the month, you start to take control. So it's like, I've seen enough. I've seen what I had to see. I've gone through what I had to go through. Yes, it involves some loss and heartbreak and all of that. But I've seen enough. I've done enough. I know enough that now I can start to take control and do the work. But something seems really hard and challenging, and this path is not going to be easy. More truth. You have the Ace of Swords 3 times in this reading, so that is clarification. Truth that something is not right. Jeez. I was feeling like something's not right. I don't know what. But the devil comes out with the truth. The devil is going to come out. The low vibing, the shit, the mess, the lies, the deceit, the manipulation, the, you know, whatever the devil represents to you in your life. Which just gave me this overwhelming sense of relief, because it felt like I couldn't get it. I didn't understand it. Truth comes out about, and I was getting, right before it came out, that there was some passive aggressiveness. Like, there's an element of, you had control all along. You had control all along. This was your way. This was your way to get to the bottom of it. This was your way to get the truth. This was your way to get the love. This was your way to do whatever it was. Again, doing the hangman thing of just perceiving and reflecting and observing while the stuff was going on, while people showed their true colors, whatever the case is, even if you had to deal with some heartbreak. What is the 10? This way of doing it is going, like, after this time around, it's gonna involve a death rebirth, as it relates to your tactic and how you are approaching this whole situation. There's going to be a need or an opportunity for you to change this part of you. What is the 10 of Pentacles? Two of Swords. You're unclear about what you want still. It's like, I'm okay, I got it. I got what I wanted. The truth came out. I see everything clearly, and I'm still not decided. I still can't make a decision. You're going to step back. Someone's going to step back at the end of the month. Where was the star? Oh, right here. What is death? Did I say something was not what you wanted it, or something is not how you wanted it to be, or something like that? Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. There's communication that is going to result in some sort of transformation by the end of the month between you and another person. Truth will come out. You have truth 3 times here. You may be going through a lot of like weirdness at the beginning, but by middle to end of month, you're going to have like an overload of truth coming out. Okay? However that looks, whatever that is. What is the Devil? Knight of Wands. Oof, that just gave me a weird... Death again. 3 times. 3 times death. 3 times Ace of Swords. 3 times death. 3 times truth. Chariot at the bottom. Jeez. No wonder you are here. No wonder you are in the mind. No wonder there's so much mental activity in the psyche. You are clouded. There's no path. There's no straight line. There's no definite absolutes, anything here. There's a lot of mess here. You are creating, I feel like for some of you, you're creating your own pain as well. You want to get away and do something quick. You want to be independent quick. You want to be taking an opportunity to do that part like quickly with this whole ending of a commitment, hoping and praying that something will turn out, but then it's just like, it's not what I wanted it to be, or didn't look like how I wanted it to be. This is, you know, there's something that I really want, and I am being stubborn, and I am like trying to figure out how to get what I really want. The truth comes out by mid-month about that. It's in your face. There's attention on it. Someone is getting attention. Someone's truth is coming out in public. Careful with that. These aces down here, there's both the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups came out twice. There's truth about emotion, and there's just truth about love here, but not without the Devil. And someone's the Knight of Wands with the Devil. No, please, no, I can't. This is a true narcissist. This is a manipulator. This is a cheater. This is a liar. However that plays, however that looks. Someone's magician tactics, magician with the devil and the Prince of Wands. Whoever I'm reading for, you don't have to listen to me. I don't know. But I feel this all over my body. This is not good. Whoever this is. By the end of the month, there's truth about love, but there's this behind it. I don't know how that plays out. I don't know what it looks like. I cannot tell you. All I can do is warn you and ask you to be very vigilant and observant about who and what you are choosing to have in your life. 2 Ace of Cups, which is love. 3 Ace of Wands, which is truth. Something's not going to be easy. Two Deaths. The ability to have everything you want, your vision of the life you want to come true, and you're still going to be undecided. Probably because there's a lot of manipulation with this devil. All right. So, big month for you. I would just focus on being clear, getting out of your head, not being too attached to the situation, knowing that there's blessings and forward movement and positivity and light here at your disposal for your grabbing. If you take it and just focus on this and try your best not to get involved in this mess. What is the advice for the Pisces for the month of August, please? Like the video, guys. If you got this far, press the little thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let me know what this is about. I'm curious because this was one heck of a reading. No wonder the Pisces went last. All right. What is the advice for Pisces? This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. Got 2. Got Gaia, which is Mother Earth, and Dynamic. So Gaia 28 breaking down to a 10. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Oh, beautiful. I was getting that energy of nature at the beginning. There's something about nature for you to connect with Mother Gaia, with the earth in some way. This is advice for you so you can get out of your head. When we are too up top in the head, we need to ground and come back down in our body and in our energetic field. So with you being in these thoughts, you're too high. There's a balance that you need, which means you need to be grounded. All right. Dynamic, number 23, breaking down to a 5. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Again, the frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. So blending the elements, going back, it's the same thing about the gray area. You can be in the gray area, but I felt like you didn't know what the white meant and what the dark meant, right? So finding meaning in those two so you can better navigate through the gray area. All right. That is your reading for August, Pisces. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I really appreciate it. I hope you get through this month well. I hope, this helped in some way. And more than anything, work on this. This is the most important part, I would say. This is all just external stuff, Yeah. All right. Well, have a great month, and check out your other signs, your rising, your moon sign. And we will see you on the next one. Thank you.